Hello! So, I don't know what the heck this video is supposed to be about. I guess I'm supposed to be talking about how to be happy being single. Because a lot of people have been asking me, how the heck are you so darn happy being single? People thought I was drunk in my last video.
But Jonathan, how in the hell are you supposed to make being single entertaining?
Well, see, I'm glad you asked because a lot of people think that being single sucks and it's horrible. But you know, Thanksgiving and Christmas time is coming up, so why don't we learn how to make a pecan pie while we talk about stuff, I guess. I am an honorary Texan. I rep the Texas state. My friend made me an honorary Texan. I like going out there and wrangling some old puppies and doggies, and we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves a little pecan pie. Because when you're single, you don't really have a family or anything like that. You just kind of have to make your own food. At least you can enjoy a pecan pie by yourself, and that's fun. So like making a pecan pie is like the most simplest thing ever. And I'm surprised not that many people know how to make one. It's really just throw in a whole bunch of stuff, mix it all together, and then there you go, you got a pecan pie. Once you're able to make it, you can make two different kinds of pie. You can make a pecan pie and a caramel pie. So you get the price of one pecan pie for the two pecans of one pie. Yeah. So I mean, I don't ever really measure anything, I just kind of add stuff as it comes along. If you want to follow along, it's a cup of brown sugar, maybe like a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon, tablespoon. You get yourself a nice little batch of flour, maybe like, I don't know, like half a cup, and you just whisk it away. Yeah. I knew this video was gonna be a terrible idea because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna talk about being single while also making a pecan pie. How fantastic can that be? But anyways, for my people out there that are single and, you know, they feel pretty down on their luck, even with dating and stuff like that, it's important to kind of find something you're passionate about. Something like a project. When you have something in your life that you work towards, that gives you a sense that you're like progressing towards something, you start feeling very fulfilled in a lot of ways, you know. If you're not progressing towards something in life, it's easy to feel as if, oh, I'm stuck and I'm not gonna go anywhere at all. And that's where you find yourself being unhappy all the time. I know that's how it is for me. See, now I'm doing this all out of order. You're supposed to add cinnamon too. I mean, if you want to. If you're allergic to it, then or be ready for one hell of a surprise. Now, one thing I did forget to mention is that you need a whole bunch of this stuff, and you gotta microwave it. Don't let it burn, because if the butter burns, then it's not good. It's gonna be burned butter, and burned butter is not a good thing. So then you add your wet ingredients, which are the butter, a little bit of vanilla. This is the big mama jama. You want to make sure that you have Caro syrup, because otherwise you're not a true Texan at all. I don't know where this stuff comes from. Where does it come from? It's a product of the USA, so by default it's Texan. You want to add like maybe a quarter cup of this stuff. It's very sweet. This is what makes it nice and squishy. And 2 little eggies. Woo! You know, one of the things that really makes me happy is when I learn new skills too. You know, talking about, you know, being in progress of certain things and all that sort of stuff. I mean, that's one of the reasons as to why I wanted to learn how to make a pecan pie. Not even just pecan pies, but I wanted to learn how to bake entirely. And, well, I didn't want to feed myself, I guess. I figured that if I could make a pecan pie, then other people can make pecan pies and just be happy with making pecan pies. Because I like pecan pies. Hi, my name is John. I like pecan pies. So then when it starts looking like this, it looks like a batch of caramel or some very soft form stuff. You're pretty much golden. Now for this next tip. You don't tell anybody about this one. Okay. The sacrilege. Yeah, I mean, like, when I first started out, I just bought store-bought crust, okay? I learned how to make pie crust eventually, of course, but for the people out there that, you know, this is their first time, it takes forever to make this stuff, okay? You have to dang put the butter in, you gotta put the darn flour in, and then you gotta go ahead and keep folding it in. It takes forever. For those real bakers out there, and you know who you are, just let this one slide through. Oh, whoa, look at this. No, you know, we prepared this in pre-production. Fantastic. We made our own pie crust, you know, it's pretty good. Wonderful. We definitely aren't going to get yelled at by the chefs who watch this, you know. We are a complete success. There's no problems whatsoever. There's flour everywhere. Oh, golly. Maybe it's time for like a dance break or something like that. Just kind of fill the little thingy with your filling, and I mean, this pretty much acts as like a caramel pie. You want to make sure to get every single last bit of it. Woo! What is going on, man? I'm very fastidious when it comes to getting every single bit in there. I hate wasting food. There, finally. Look at that. I got as much as I could. Now, I don't really care where the pecans go. I mean, you can make whatever sort of design you want. A lot of people, they just kind of mix the pecans with the little batters, but I don't. I like putting them on top because it makes them all crispy. Woo! Get them pecans on there. We're gonna be roasting some pecans tonight, baby. You want to set the oven to 325 probably, because this thing is going to be in there for a while. Like 45 to 45 minutes. This is the part where it gets spooky. This is one of my most favorite parts of the baking process, is when you got the light from the oven on and it makes this whole little moody, atmospheric, calming aura around my little kitchen here. But to talk some more about being single and happy, I find that a lot of the times I just kind of try to keep myself busy doing things that make me feel as if I'm going somewhere. You know, I have a lot of hobbies like baking, playing guitar, dancing, roller skating. Sometimes I'll even take the time to just enjoy learning something new. I think a lot of people in the dating scene end up getting lost and confused, or just end up forgetting entirely what makes them happy. Even more so, they just kind of forget the simple things in life. Like, I know I'm just making a pecan pie here, but the process of just doing this on its own is something that gives me a little shred of fulfillment. Makes me feel a little bit happier. Because I know that once this pie is finished, I'll either be able to enjoy it myself, or I'll be able to share it with someone. Though I do plan on delivering it to one of my friends here, a person that I think could really use it today. Another thing that really makes me feel happy is when I go out and help someone or make someone else's day better. I think it was an old saying or something from a TV show. Sometimes the best way to solve your own problems is to help someone else solve theirs. There's a sense of connection, a sense of feeling not so alone. Because I think a lot of the times the sadness that's associated with being single comes from that sense of loneliness and that feeling that you're just stuck in your own world. That nobody sees you, nobody hears you, that nobody cares about you. Another thing that makes people sad, especially those that are trying to date, is just the dating process itself. You know, I've been trying to date since the beginning of this year, and I've only ever gone on one date this whole entire time. It definitely weighs on me too, especially when I'm trying my hardest to put myself out there, and I've asked a fair amount of girls if they would like to enjoy just a nice, simple night out. But then again, I myself am a very simple man, and a very weird one. And I think that a lot of the people on this world make things very complicated. You should see some of the deal breakers that other people have. I'm looking at those people that are like, only blondes. But to drive it home, don't get yourself too caught up in this whole system, because you'll end up forgetting about the simple things in life that bring joy, that bring peace, that make you feel calm.
So now after about like 45, 50, 40, 55, 50, 40 minutes, whenever it stops like jiggling a lot, like see it's only jiggling a little bit, you get this fantastic pie that you have to leave on the counter and let it wait for a little bit. Look at that. That's really good.
So now every single one of you can tell your potential partner that you can make them a pecan pie and that you can technically bake. But I hope you had some fun coming along on this small little baby baking experience. I'll be delivering this little pie to one of my friends here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. And remember that girls like guys that can make pecan pies. And that guys like girls that can make pecan piles? Bye bye.
Last selection in the ball game does never get a pass. Not appreciated just his first name. He's the scapegoat of the class. There are no friends to cheer him up, and no girls, no sweet romance. And it's impossible to expand when you never get a second chance. Do you know who's He's not going to the school prom. He said he had the flu. Trumped up excuses as he told Mom, I'm safer here with you. She told her son someday they'll all be sorry for mistreating you. Don't be afraid, my son, and trust me, you'll be someone they will